the reason I went to Hawaii is because I saw you and Rachel. Y'all was out here wilding for the anniversary, so I was like, "Oh, we got to do something big too, babe."
Oh, so y'all just booked the tickets? Y'all booked the tickets and y'all out there?
We booked the tickets and we was out here. Actually, the tickets were like $50, $150 round trip.
They're cheap right now. They're cheap.
Hella trip.
Live your life, Matt. I'm sorry I'm biting out of it. If I'd have known, dog, I wouldn't even done this to you right now.
Hey,
sorry.
It's 3:00 here. It's early.
Tell wife exactly. It's the middle of the day. Y'all could be snorkeling. Tell wifey I said sorry.
Got a 2, got a 1. It's game. Yes!
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on BS for real, my rhymes convict them hell.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. I am joined today by not one, but two guests. We got people from all over the globe right now. People all over the globe. We got Big Juan over there in the Big Apple. Let's go over there in New York, living it up. And we got Matthew Robinson out there in Hawaii, living it up, doing his thing. Let's go. I got people in big places. I don't know what to say. Juan, how you feeling, baby? How's New York? How's the weather?
New York is good. It's been mostly warm. It's rained a couple times. It should rain tonight. It looks all ominous, but
okay.
It's looking like a little like my background, and
that's real life.
Yeah,
that's the real life.
That's a live shot from my backyard. And I'm just kidding. But it's been good. I'm still maybe getting used to the time change.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's all good. We're out here. I had my Chinese food, my pizza, and
okay, that's all. Hey, you was waiting for that.
I should be getting some Colombian food this weekend. So going.
Bravo, Matt. How are you? You out there? In what island are you on? You didn't tell me.
I'm on Oahu. I'm out here on Oahu.
Okay.
Had to come out here and take a little trip. Me and the wifey had to get away for a little bit. We've been working a lot, so we earned it. You
guys definitely earned it. It's, you know what I mean? There's never a good time. I mean, there's never a bad time to get away. Excuse me. Never a bad time.
Exactly.
So, gentlemen, we got to dive right into this week one madness. Week one reviews. Did all of our teams lose?
Yeah.
We're losers.
This is a support group.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is serious right now. We need support because the Cowboys lost and we lost a lot of valuable players. I know Matt's team lost, and to us, I don't think the right quarterback was playing. We could talk about, we're going to get into that. And Juan, you guys came up, you guys played, Sam Darnold, right? The guy y'all shipped away for the pick, right?
Wait,
or no? Not for the pick. Y'all shipped him away, though.
I don't know if this is a support group because, Tony, your team looked good.
Yes, but have you heard what happened
just
this
choked
week?
At the end.
Okay, we'll get into what you're in Hawaii. You don't know what happened this week. I'll talk.
I do. I do know what happened this week.
I'm sad. It's all good, but we ain't doing moral victories. That was still a L, and I don't think. Never mind. We'll get to the Cowboys in a second. I'm gonna let y'all gas. Matt, how do you feel about your team's L? How do you feel about your team's L?
Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% truthful. We are trash. I'm gonna start from the top.
By the Faithful
I'm gonna start from the top.
We have it right here. The Bears are
we are trash. Let me tell you why. First, I'm gonna save Andy Dalton for last. I'm gonna start with Eddie Jackson. Since Eddie Jackson has been paid, my man has not played. Okay, since he got his check, he has not shown up.
Is that right?
Eddie Jackson looked absolutely horrible on the back end of that defense.
Really?
Let's talk about Matthew Stafford's first touchdown as a Ram. This ain't college, bro. This is not college.
No,
Eddie Jackson,
not.
you know you need to touch somebody when they catch a bomb and they go down to the ground. My man ran right by him, looked at him, said, "I'm not touching you." Let him get up and walk in the end zone. That was the first of 6 missed tackles. Go back and run the tape.
You have them all counted.
Eddie Jackson missed 6 tackles in that game, okay? You are supposedly an all-pro safety. You are paid in the top 10 of safeties, and you miss 6 tackles. No, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Okay. Secondly, let's talk about our front 7.
Dang, dog.
Let's talk about.
So we going at the defense this early in the season, Matt? Ain't that y'all's calling card?
No, not this year. Not this year. They look horrible. They look like trash. They look completely disastrous. And honestly, I think it's it has a lot to do with play calling and scheming. We did not put our defense in successful positions. You know what I mean? So I can't call out the players, but the play calling was terrible. We sticked in a zone. We sticked in a cover 3 zone. Matthew Stafford was picking it apart in the second half. We made no adjustments. Absolutely no adjustments. We did not put any pressure on the Rams at all. We did not put any pressure on that.
Where's Khalil Mack?
Dropping back in coverage. Now tell me, you have Khalil Mack, probably one of the most vicious blitz, pass rushers in the history of the NFL, and you drop him back in coverage? Come on now. Come on now.
It's a waste of talent. That's a waste of talent.
Waste of talent. Absolute waste of talent. So we did that. Next thing we did. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the offensive side. Let's get to the offensive side. Now, I know everybody's seen the meme of Allen Robinson did not run a route over 7 yards deep.
He didn't.
Your best receiver did not run a route over 7 yards deep.
Are you serious? Is that a meme or is that for real? Like, it can't.
That is for real, bro. Those are next gen stats. Those are next gen stats. He did not run a route over 7 yards deep. Matt Nagy talked about it and said, Matt Nagy and Allen Robinson talked about it and said, oh, that was our offensive game plan. We don't have the offensive line. We don't have the offensive line that's all bad. So we need to get the ball out of quick.
Matt, get to the Andy Dalton. What did Andy Dalton do wrong then? What if schematically it was all messed up? Did they do that because Andy Dalton doesn't have an arm?
Hold up. Did you say what did Andy Dalton do wrong?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
What did Dalton do wrong? No, the question should be what did Andy Dalton do right?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? And honestly, it's not even.
Oh, Matt.
Andy Dalton played how you can expect Andy Dalton to play.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can't, I can't even get mad at Andy Dalton, but I can't get mad as how is Andy Dalton your second best quarterback on the roster and he was starting? Justin Fields, tell me how Justin Fields comes in the game, gets pressure up the middle.
Oh, you about
Aaron
to go out.
Donald,
You're in the elevator,
the scariest person
Matt.
in the NFL.
You about to go out. I think you're in the elevator?
Can you hear me?
Yes, but it's going to get choppy.
Okay, listen. Andy Dalton came in. No, Justin Fields came in, faced pressure up the middle from Aaron Donald. Okay, he faced pressure from Aaron Donald up the middle.
Okay.
Took it on, threw a dot.
I saw that highlight.
Okay, so you saw him. Andy Dalton, the same, our starting quarterback, got pressure from Aaron Donald up the middle and threw a fucking dot.
Oh.
But you decide that he's the one who should start for our team. You decide he's the one who should keep playing for our team.
So Matt, I gotta slow you down. Is he going into next week as the starting quarterback, or are they making the switch?
He's going in as the starting quarterback because Matt Nagy believes in the Mahomes method, right? Matt Nagy was there with Andy Reid the first year of Patrick Mahomes, where Mahomes sat his whole year and got to learn behind Alex Smith. The problem is Andy Dalton is not Alex Smith. It's not the same situation.
Very true.
You know, so Matt Nagy believes he's doing what's right because he saw what Andy Reid did with Mahomes. And we can say Justin Fields right now. We can say Justin Fields is a Mahomes type talent. So I think, me personally, I feel like it's poor coaching. Me personally, I think no, Justin Fields needs to be in the game right now. Good, win, lose, or draw. He needs to play right now. We need to see what we traded all of our assets for. We need to see what we went up in the draft for. We need to see what we have.
I agree. And hey, Matt, and by the way, Hawaii looks amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get to see this everywhere. How many podcasts bring you this view? Where are we at, Oahu? Is that where you at?
We're downtown. We're downtown Honolulu.
Honolulu. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so Juan, we heard Matt. We heard he's very discouraged.
Oh,
This
Matt.
is definitely a support group. Definitely. Juan, do you feel as bad as Matt does about your team? Because from what I'm hearing, everyone likes your quarterback. How do you feel, Juan? You have the floor.
Well, first of all, I don't think I'm not prepared for the in-depth review that Matt is presented for the Bears. I think the only thing he didn't mention was maybe Alan Dalton had a shoelace untied in second quarter.
Don't do that.
That's some in-depth review. But anyway,
Matt was going in right now. He was going.
I think
we was trash, y'all. We were trash. Yeah. I just gotta tell the people like we were trash. We was a laughing stock.
I think the Jets are, unfortunately, like we didn't move the needle. I thought. Yeah. I think that after week 1, we're still talking about potential, and that's a little worrying. You know, I mean. Because there was a lot of expectations. Like I thought we were going to see a little more week 1. Obviously, first of all, Zach Wilson, like he showed that he's got an arm, he's got some resilience, he's got some wheels. Like he definitely showed that he's got the tools, right, to make something happen.
That's what I mean.
So that's a positive, right? And they didn't, fold up at halftime and pack it up and or whatever, all that stuff. So those are positive things, but it's still the Jets kind of falling short. It's still kind of that block.
And it's to Carolina. Well, but it's baby steps, Juan. Carolina.
No, I get it. It's just that we've been in baby steps for like 4 years now. So
how do you feel about Corey Davis though? Corey Davis balled out. Like I feel like him and Zach Wilson are building a rapport. Corey Davis didn't have that with the Titans.
No, I mean, but and look, it's just week 1. First of all, he could only throw to tight ends and running backs in the first half, and it takes a while for a quarterback to really establish with a receiver because if Crowder plays next week, it could be Crowder next week. So I mean, it was good. It was good to see a little chemistry there, but I don't know that that's telling of like going forward, and that's going to be the tandem or whatever, But overall, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Juan. Finish.
No, that's it. Overall, it was encouraging to see that Zach Wilson seems to be like worth the, number 2 overall pick.
I think so. I think so.
That's a positive.
Him and Justin Fields both. I feel.
But we still have a problem with the offensive line, and that's. The worst thing that can happen is for Zach Wilson to have to be playing with happy feet.
Early
all year long his first year. That's the only that's the main concern. So we'll see. I mean, obviously week 1, new coach, new quarterback, new everything, new system, new GM. There's a lot of news. So it's not like, oh shit, we're done. But but I'm a little hopeful, but I'm still a Jets fan. So, you gotta take that with a grain of salt.
So Juan's out here, he's pretty lukewarm, I would say. He's not getting too excited, but he's not getting too excited, but he's excited about the draft pick in itself, the Zach Wilson draft pick.
No, the guy looks legit. The guy looks legit.
He looks legit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, honestly, with the Jets, I just saw new, right? New everything. New team, new scheme, new coach. I don't think the Jets looked bad in week 1. I think they just looked new. I think Carolina looked like a team that had a second year under a system with a new quarterback. They didn't look too impressive. They just looked a little bit better than the Jets did. Sam Darnold, honestly, did not look like, the savior of Carolina. He looked just like he did in the Jets. He just had a couple more weapons and a stronger offensive line. That's all the difference was there.
Hey, and if you think about it, it may have just taken that first quarter for Zach Wilson to get his wings because they fought back and made it a close game. Like it was kind of, I think Carolina was putting a beating on y'all in the first half, right? And then the second half, it was kind of between 2 halves.
Yeah, it was the Jets didn't look. There was just nothing happening in the first half, but second half they started moving the ball, doing some things. So, like I said, we'll see. It's just game one, and we'll see game two how it goes. See if there's a little more continuity. But we're gonna get to injuries, so whenever you.
Okay, so let me talk about the Cowboys, guys. I've already talked about them,
For years.
For years. And it's the same story, guys. We always going to take it down to the last possession with whoever we're playing. It could be the sorriest quarterback in the league. It could be the best quarterback in the league. It'll probably come down to the last drive with the Cowboys because we're flip-floppy like that. We play up to our competition. We play down to our competition. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. So no moral victories. We took the L. This week, Matt, we lost our best defensive player. He broke his foot, dog. DeMarcus Lawrence broke his foot.
Wait a minute. To me, I'm going to go out on a limb for your Cowboys. I think Cowboys look like a contender in the NFC.
I love it.
I think Dak Prescott looks like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Thank you,
Matt. Come
Matt.
out and do what he did was impressive. Dak Prescott looked impressive against a Super Bowl defense.
Yes.
Like, let's not forget, the Tampa Bay defense was probably a top 3 defense the second half of the year last year going into the Super Bowl. Yeah. And they got everybody back, and they looked like the same thing that they did last year.
But
Dak Prescott looked amazing in that game.
He did, but
you know what I mean?
We got some dominoes that fell. We lost Lyle Collins for 5 games as well, right tackle, due to suspension. Like, we're falling apart. That's not. We're starting off kind of how it was last year, dude. We starting to lose some soldiers that I don't want to lose. And
you lost.
Scared.
Okay,
I'm scared to
let's
see
talk
what
about.
we look like next week.
Let's talk about Lyle Collins is out. Yes. Zach Martin is back.
Zach Martin's back, so we can run the football.
You know what I mean?
We can run the football with Zeke. Yes.
But you can also shift your line down. And look, you've got players. I think Dak Prescott is mobile enough and a good enough QB to manage with the offensive line that you got. I think you still have a better offensive line in the league, not the best like we used to, but a better offensive line. I think Dak Prescott is a dope-ass quarterback.
Thank you, Matt.
So you guys look good. You guys look really good. Now, what hurts you is DeMarcus Lawrence not being there.
That's going to hurt.
Him breaking his foot is big.
And this team that we're playing, the Chargers, got a good quarterback. It's the worst time for this. Like, I don't know what their defense looks like. We're probably going to light their defense up.
Hey, it's never a good time to lose your best defensive player.
It's never a good time to lose, especially a pass rusher. Oh,
I'm calling it right now. I think the Cowboys win by a 10-point spread.
Hey, Matt, you are more optimistic than me, brother. I'm looking at the Cowboys might be 0-2 until we play a
Tony's calling his bookie right now.
Go, until we're not gonna win till we play a division rival.
Listen, 10-point spread. I'm calling it right now. The Cowboys look really good.
I like it.
The Chargers looked good in their first game after Ryan Fitzpatrick went out.
Very true. They wasn't playing
after Fitzpatrick went out. They played Washington.
I wouldn't even think about that. You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Justin Herbert looks good. The Chargers are okay. They're a promising team, but they're a young team. They're not ready. They're not ready for what you guys are about to bring to them. Now, I know your defense is sluggish, but they're not.
Matt is a Cowboy fan, baby. I think.
Hold on. Slow down. I'm just saying, Dak Prescott is the truth, right? Let's not discredit him. The thing that he was able to do after the industry, Dak Prescott is the truth, bro.
I agree.
He is good. I think right now you guys are the best team in the East, which is still not saying enough because the East is still the worst division in the NFC. But you guys are at least the best team in the East.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take all that Cowboy love as I can get it. Juan, we got to ask: is there any injuries that came up from the Jets? Did the Jets lose any players like the Cowboys?
The big loss is the left tackle, Becton.
Yeah.
He's out for a good period of time, or?
Yeah, it'll be at least 4 to 6 weeks, they say. So he's already on IR, and He basically dislocated his kneecap. So that that's gonna be a while.
Well, hey,
That's the scary thing for Zach Wilson. That's what makes me think Zach Wilson is going to have some regression over the next few weeks because his blind side is not protected.
That's the blind side.
And he look, his offensive line was already not very good.
And they lost Mekhi back.
You know,
hey, I didn't know about that. That's a good nugget, Juan. Matt, is there any injuries that Chicago came out with besides not injury, but Eddie Jackson? Eddie Jackson is just trash, I guess. But
honestly, like we lost Jason Peters. And Jason Peters wasn't really good. Like he wasn't. He's not healthy yet. He's not up to speed yet. So like injuries, I can't say we have injuries, but I think we just have a scheme problem. I think we have a scheme problem. I think we have a personnel problem. We don't have the right players for what we're trying to do, even with a healthy roster.
So on the Bears injury report, it's just gonna say scheme.
Yeah, pretty much.
The scheme is wounded. The scheme is broken.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be the name of the episode. The scheme is broken.
You know, and
oh my God.
It is time. Hey, look, I
can't hear you, Matt. I can't hear you. Okay. We heard about the injuries pretty much. Now I want to get your guys' predictions. Juan, who do the Jets play this coming season? I mean, this coming week.
Patriots.
Nice.
Here in New York, we're playing the Patriots. So
nice division rivalry. Okay.
Yeah, it's it'll be cool. It'll be interesting because I think it'll be a little bit more exciting than usual because the Jets are kind of used to just getting beat up by the Patriots over the years. But it's it's a new Patriots team.
It's a new Patriots team. New Jets team. Hey, and honestly, both the quarterback. I mean, Zach Wilson looks better than Mac Jones, but Mac Jones don't look bad either. And he's got a good coaching staff, so
it's
still an interesting battle.
And it's still Belichick, I mean, so if you believe he's as good as coach as he, you think he is, then
yeah,
it's always going to be interesting, playing the Patriots. So
every time
we'll see. We should see. Maybe if maybe after all my contributions to the Faithful Fan Show, you should be mailing me some tickets so I can go.
So what? This is what you've said. It's gonna be good. You have not given me your prediction though. Who is winning the game? If you had to pick, put money on it.
I'm gonna go with the optimistic.
All right.
I'm gonna say Jets -3.
Nice. Okay. I like it. I might take it, Juan. I might take the bet.
Jets -3. Let's go, Tone.
Okay.
I love the bookie.
Okay, Matt. We back, baby?
We back.
Tell me, who does Chicago play this? Yes, I hear you now. Who does Chicago play?
Cincinnati.
The
Bengals at home. I think we get the W.
Y'all at home, right? Y'all in Chicago?
We're at home.
Okay.
We're at home, and the Bengals are they're rebuilding. I know they beat the Vikings, but that's because the Vikings choked late in the game. But I think we get the W, but it's not promising. I think we see Justin Fields. Hopefully, we see Justin Fields second half of that game. Justin Fields brings us back, gets us the W and at home against Cincinnati.
I'm ready for that. Fellas, I would predict that the Cowboys fall to 0-2 this week. Sadly, they're coming out to me. I should go to this game. They're going to be in LA. I predict we lose probably a close game. It's going to be like I said, a possession game, and we're probably not going to have enough.
You're not going to go watch the game, Tone? They're in your backyard.
I know, man. I know. Don't remind me. I might mess around and buy a $1,000 ticket because that's what they're going for. By now, if you ain't bought one, that's like nosebleed. No less. I'm not doing that one.
You could probably get it nosebleed for a few $100.
You think so? Well, I guess the Chargers don't really got no fans. I'm just thinking it's too late. It's Thursday, dude. It's Thursday.
Just dial it up, man. Just dial it up.
Hey, I'm gonna try to live it out. I'm gonna try to live it up like my fellas, my buddy in New York, my buddy in Hawaii right now. I love you guys. Thank you for. I'm living vicariously through you guys right now. Do you guys have anything you have to say to the fans before we get out of here? I appreciate y'all for sitting in here with me late. What do you got to say, Matt, to the fans? You hear me, Matt?
Hey, the Bears ain't doing that until just yeah. You hear me?
Wait.
Bears ain't doing that until Justin Fields gets on the field.
Okay, that's all. Okay, and I think the fans, you made that pretty clear to the faithful fans. Juan, anything that you have to say? Yeah, I heard that. You said they ain't doing nothing until Justin Fields gets on the field. We heard that. Juan, how do you feel? And what do you have to say before we wrap up the show?
I think that if I get on, if I end up at the game, I'm gonna do a live feed with you and tell you what the MetLife Stadium crowd is like.
Oh, I would love it. Juan. If you go to a game, you better get on live. I'm gonna be on there.
No, I'm for sure gonna try to make a game this year or two. And especially when the Knicks play too. And I'm gonna try to do all that. But besides that, man, thanks for having me. And
yo, I appreciate
go
y'all.
Cowboys, man. Go Cowboys. I've never said that before.
So go Cowboys, go Jets, go Bears. Let's take on these, even though I bet against my team this week.
Bears, Cowboys, Jets. Oh my.
Let's go. Da, 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 da.
In the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. In the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lies a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know believe when I drop. Call for it, can't link up in the Bleezo spit. Auto like free throws, Vahito. Circle loose, stroke magic. Rhymes over all y'all like